bafla baraka bak director West Coast region 2 abi makoro men ke gan scout lam bafla baraka bak area council bafla ala baraka bak
ko sign don wato tambitale fang yen so wato minna a tambitale abanda badingo seta don kalmu me betentu kal jayi abuko don kacabe diaring bari wato ye min dinna mfutata bandula skato len dani le ko honorable e ko nyim programme o kana dañi silola inshallah ngalon ne diamula jamal bije andal nyanta min fola kumayatal be lundo kere keral ngal kumandi nan koten ngat kacañi continue dutung fo a sibiti nala inshallah mbal betentu la mbal jayla ka bo banta bato ala baraka
soroleti ke amudu waja koleti ala yeke jaralla mansa lumbinala Afrika bele beno mala
Hello, wherever you are, you're watching Weekend Spectrum on GRTS. My name is Ibrahim Balde. We are in Penyam this week. As part of our programs, we're trying to find more from Lamin Jaju, one Gambian who has been in Canada for several years, and he has decided to come back, but with something in his mind. Let's find out in this program what Lamin Jaju of Penyam is all about to do. Also in the program, we have a glowing tribute on the writer Chinua Achebe. We'll be finding out more from people who know about what he has written. Well, we pay a glowing tribute to the Chavez's legacy now that Nicolas Maduro has been elected president of Venezuela. We have these and other stories in Weekend Spectrum. We'll be right back right after this. An indigenous Gambian, for that matter, has decided to come back to his native village here in Penyam. But one thing is that he has decided not to be seen or identified as a scholar, but instead a man who has come with a humble beginning. He decided to come with his ideas to transform it, thereby making sure that everybody in the village takes part in it. And this is about the back to the land philosophy, which the President, His Excellency, Sir Professor Haji Ejiji Jammeh, has been promoting. Lamin Jaju tells us more about his return from Canada and what he has decided to do here in his native village in Penyam. His work overseas cut him off from his native community. However, things, it seems, have started to change for the better for Lamin Jaju. If all goes as planned, this empty plot of land is expected to serve as an ideal vegetable garden in the making. The idea of establishing nursery is being systematically developed at his home by Lamin himself. From time to time, he worked with some of his family members who are happy that the idea of establishing a vegetable garden is being developed. In an interview with Weekend Spectrum in Penyam, Lamin Jaju did not mince his word when he said he was inspired by President Jammeh's back to the land call to consume what we grew.
The most thing that really perpetuates me to come back here is me sitting down in the Western Wall, seeing, hearing every now and then, oh, America is sending food aid to Africa, especially Gambia. I hate it. I really don't like that, because I believe that, that foreign aid is not the answer for African issues. So I think we as Africans, we have to stand up for ourselves. We do it because since our head of state, the president, has already been mentioning it all every now and then, that people should go back to the land. Why should people go back to the land? It's because he knows that that's where our benefit lies, for us to be who we are, to be self-reliant, rather than to be dependent. So the theory, the dependency theory, is what we are trying to break here, because we don't want that. We want to be more on our own, to be able to do things for ourselves. When you have your family, it's you, the family head, who have to try to produce something for your family, not to depend on somebody to give you foreign aid to maintain your family. I believe that's a very wrong concept, and so as a result of that, I decided that, this is what I should really do, since the government has given the go for people to go back to the land and do whatever you can do. If you approach them for help, obviously I believe the government will help you out. So it is now your turn to really go back to the land, as the president has already suggested for people to go back to the land. And then if you are short with whatever, I believe, if you turn back, if you face them again, there's always help for you. So that's why I thought, it's the best thing to do for the community.
It is one of the indigenous settlements in this region. The people here are pinning their hope on this vegetable garden. Kalilu Koli is hoping for the best.
It's a very good move, because as you are seeing, well, the nursery is highly protected from animals and even from insects that affects nursery beds.
So what would you tell the people of your community?
For the people of the community, I want them to come and we work together so that we can make it a success, because it's a very good initiative, and if we work together, obviously we will make a big difference in our vegetable production.
Okay, thank you.
It is not the idea, perhaps. Lamin Jaju also needs the support of the people and partners who are working in such ventures.
I have the support of my community, which is Penyam, by the support of the Alikalo here, Mr. Kalilu. So we are here, we can do it. That was why I had requested, for connection or to collaborate with other organizations across Gambia, but it seems to be like that was always a failed point for me. So I don't want it to feel like it's a dead end. We can always do it. So that's why, with the support of the community in Penyam, plus the Alikalo here, so we are here.
Lamin Jaju said it is just going to take some time before his final journey back home and work in the very community he called home. Well, he died sometime last month, but his legacy has a lasting impression for a number of writers around the continent. Chinua Achebe has written a number of books. His work is so popular that, to an extent that almost every child who reads literature in Africa knows about Things Fall Apart. But this man, a number of people still think there are a lot of things that can be said about him. As we continue our tribute, let's find out from the number of writers who has different takes on what Achebe was, the writer. When it comes to writing, Chinua Achebe is considered to be one of the finest writers Africa ever had. The life story of this great writer who died last month is almost available to every literature student on the continent. Some have never met him. But does it really matter? Sometimes in literature, or in any work of art for that matter, the text is what is important, sometimes not the author. During the course of the week, we tracked veteran teacher cum writer Michael Hamadi Seka. Here is his reflections on Achebe, the writer, the Pan-Africanist.
He did not only dictate legacies to us, but he had also inspired us. Because if you look at Achebe's works, Ibrahima, and you compare him with others, you will see him reflected in Cecil Spring Rice's The Poet, when she said, "So be a creator of mine, whose skillful hands and thoughts divine did mold me into a frame without a blame, and gave me this fleeting frame. In this